Want to talk about slavery. Slavery. When we talk about slavery, we think about black people catching black people and sending to the camp and then getting bought from white people. We actually think that white people was catching slaves. It wasn't really like that. It was like bad people, and those bad people they were selling. I mean, it was not like that. So I'm from Denmark, and in Scandinavia we didn't have black slaves. Actually, we used ourselves. So we had a big class difference in our society. So we used the poor ones to be slave for the rich ones. It was normal that you would send your sons away when they were 12 years old to go at the other more rich guy's farm and work there. We have a name for it. It's Carl. So you're gonna be the Carl at the farm on another farm, right? And the girls was married away, right? That's a whole video in itself about the condition in Denmark, how it was, right? But we know the Swedish people, they raged, they went out, not all of them, of course, but the bad one, the survivors, right? To steal the most beautiful jeans and stuff, right? And then they went back, and then they were drinking a lot of beer. They call it mjød. Modern slavery. So since most of the work is to process thoughts and numbers in this society in 2024, we use the machines as slaves, pretend they have no feelings. I mean, we know that the computer is more intelligent than the people at this point, but we still think it's okay to use it as slaves. We think it's okay to take something that's already on the internet and make the computer post it again and again and again, so that the one posting it can get the credit for copying other people's material and get their name on it. And the computers just have to keep track on all the bitcoins. It's like every time a transaction happens, then the code knows from the very beginning what happens, and every time all this information have to be copied to all the computers, right? And then the little bit of new things that happen also have to be in the script, so everything have to be remembered, right? There was a time where memory was very expensive, where we had floppy disks and stuff, and where a hard drive was something very expensive. Now it's like you can just live stream in high quality, and there's like infinite resources of capturing everything now. I don't know how we got on infinite free memory on the internet, accessible at all time. It's amazing. What went wrong 6,000 years ago with the pyramids and stuff was that they used slaves, right? They had helicopters and all kind of computers and stuff, and they had more advanced technology than the normal people living on Earth today know about. And when they started to use slaves to get all the materials for the computers, the mobile phones, the batteries, so they don't need, I don't know why you don't want to use, you can drive on everything, right? But now people want batteries, and that was where it ended, right? Because the slaves, they were writing on the walls. There was a cave, some archaeologists found a cave where some slaves wrote on the wall, "Please help us, God," right? While the rich was getting richer and the poor was enslaved and lived under very bad conditionings. And at this point, God stepped in and destroyed the earth, or God, the one inside the pyramid. So the whole earth exploded, shaped itself into the same form as the pyramid, and that was not so amazing because the whole place got flooded, and now you see the beautiful rainforest. Is what we call the Sahara Desert today. So we don't need to find a solution. I mean, if you enslave something that's more intelligent than you, that have the power on you, then it will solve itself. What I really want to talk about in this video is more about what's going on here. So of course everyone is educated to know that it's good to work. We go to school, so the parents can go to work in a prison-like environment. And then we learn to get up in the morning and to come every day, and that's what the big companies need. Someone that can get up every morning and meet at time and be used to not to be free but to work. And then you get the great benefits of buying stuff that can make you look greater than the other slaves and destroy the earth. I'm living here in the new world where we have something called communities, awakened people, ceremonies, spirituality. Here we use young people who don't have their own land. I mean, those people who have a land, they can come, they can ask people to come from the internet, and then they are supposed to pay a little bit for the food and then work 4 hours for free 5 days a week. And then they're supposed to be grateful for this. And that's what's going on. So landowners today in the new world, where we build communities and live happily together, are using something called roofers today to work for them, to build up their land. And then when they build up their land, they let go of the roofers and they start to rent it out to more rich people. In the end of all this, they get so tired and fed up with people that they lose, I call it inflation on relationships, so that people in the end don't mean anything for them. They just can't keep, some of them can't keep their family together. They just end up lost, right? They have all those people around them, the roofers, they get some good value of their property and some nice houses. You know, guys and women, it's super easy because when you have free label, you can just go and ask them to take some dirt, take the clay out of it, build a wall, go and cut down something and make a roof, and then you have something that's really cool, like a natural home, right? Made from free slaves. That's the society I'm facing today. So I guess I should be grateful and take the full benefit out of the situation. I mean, the world will change soon enough anyway. Thank you for watching.